Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have here this Huawei. The model number is LDN-L01. They call it also the Y7 Prime, Huawei Y7 Prime. Okay, so as you see, the screen is broken, and today I will show you how to replace the screen on this phone. Okay, so we need a glove, as you see, and we will need a double sticky adhesive, Phillips screwdriver, a cutter, a tweezers, a nice sesame, and a plastic guitar pick like this. Then we will need a heat gun. Alright, so let's start. First, let's put these tools aside. And the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open the back of this phone. So to open the back of this phone, it's very easy. We just need to use this IC semi or something similar, sharp, like this. And we will go here between, you have here the LCD, and there is a bezel around the LCD, and then you will find the silver frame. Okay, we're gonna insert this one here. Then we will try to open it from one side, just a little bit. We just want to make a small hole here. Okay, as you see, I make the small hole here. So then I can insert this guitar pick and slide it around the edges. When you reach to the home button here, home buttons, make sure don't damage them, just gently bypass them. Also, we're gonna go on top here. Then I think it's removed. When we open it like this, make sure don't just pull it, because we have the fingerprint scanner here, so we need to disconnect the cable gently. Also, I forgot to remove the SIM card tray. I'm sorry. So remove the SIM card tray first before you open this phone. Alright, so now we have here one small bracket, and it has two screws. I need to open them with the Phillips screwdriver. This is one, and this is two. So I will put the screws aside here. Then I will remove this little bracket. I put it next to its screws. Then we're gonna disconnect the fingerprint scanner cable. Use just your nail and disconnect it. So we disconnect this piece. Then the second thing we're gonna disconnect is the battery. Actually, it's supposed to be the first thing, but no problem. Alright, so I disconnect the battery now. So what I'm going to do now, I will remove the motherboard out from here. To remove the motherboard, we have many screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we still have more somewhere else here. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to remove all the screws right now, and I will come back. I'm just going to pause the video to make it short as you can. For the screws, we have 3 silver screws. We need to mark them to make sure we put them back to the right spot. So I'm just gonna use a pen. Okay, let me use this pen. Then I will make a mark here, then a mark here, then a mark here. So I will put these 3 screws back to the same spots. The rest of the screws, all of them, they are black and they are the same size, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. So just remove them. Okay, so I removed all the screws except these 2 here. So we're gonna remove them too. These 2 screws are holding the camera bracket. We remove the camera bracket. Try to put the screws next to it, so when you put it back, you know that it's like this. You don't flip it over or you put it wrong side, I mean. So now we're gonna disconnect the camera from here, and once you disconnect the camera, make sure don't touch the camera lens with your fingerprint. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this bracket from here. Always we're gonna be very careful. We don't want to damage any phone. Okay, so here, as you see, when I'm trying to lift up this, I see that there is a screw here. It's hidden underneath this sticker. This is the warranty screw, so you always need to be careful. So I open it, and the screw is still sticking here because it has a sticker on the top of it. Alright, so we're gonna put this one aside. Then we're gonna disconnect this cable from here. And now I realize that it's not really important to remove this top part. We can just disconnect the cable from here, remove just the bottom part, and disconnect the cable from here so we can reach to the bottom of the screen. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm not gonna disconnect the motherboard from here. I'm just gonna keep working on it without removing the motherboard from here. But for those who want to remove the motherboard, yes, you can just lift it up gently. Always make sure don't use too much power. Just lift it up gently. You know what, let's remove the motherboard from here. I'm just removing it anyway. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I will leave the battery here. I'm not gonna remove it because I don't want to damage the battery. The battery has glue or adhesive in the bottom. I can like use something to remove it. For those who are like removing the battery, you can just use plastic like this and insert it here underneath the battery. Put some alcohol and slide it gently. Don't put too much if your screen is still good, because if you put too much alcohol here, it's gonna go underneath the screen and it will show you a spot here, like a water spot, water damage spot. So make sure you use the alcohol, but use it gently, and slide this one here underneath until you release the battery. Then you can put the new battery. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, that's the reason why I put the glove. I will heat up this part here and I will remove the screen. When I'm heating up the screen, I will make sure to not heat it up too much, because this is a plastic and I don't want to melt this plastic here. Okay, so let's heat it up gently. Alright, so it's hot enough now. So what I'm going to do, I will use this icy semi and they will make a small gap here. Then I will pry up gently until I release the screen. As you see, this is the screen cable. Alright, so I remove the screen. Oh, it's hot. Alright, so I remove the screen. Now I'm gonna remove all the adhesive which is here. I have this, looks like a plastic crystal, supposed to stay here. So what I'm gonna do, I will remove everything, then I will put this plastic back. Let me show you. This is the plastic. This is just for the what do you call it? When the light turns on, it turns on here, if the battery is charged or not. Make sure I put this one, I place it correctly, because it has one straight side and the other one is curved. Alright, so I place it back. So you're gonna remove all kind of adhesive which is sticking on it. Alright, so now as you see, this screen has a mesh on it. So what I'm gonna do, I will remove this mesh and I will put it on the new screen. But let me first remove this glove. Alright, so this mesh here, I will use this one, then I will remove it gently from here, then I will transfer it to the new screen. It's gonna be here. All right, so now we don't need the screen, so we're gonna put it aside. Then we're gonna clean this place and we will start installing the new screen. So to install the new screen is gonna be very easy. We're just gonna remove this plastic from here. Okay, let me remove this. So what I'm gonna do, I will just show you in the beginning how it's gonna look like, because we need to test it anyway. It's gonna be like this. Then we will need to put the motherboard here to make sure that the screen is working, because whenever when you buy a new screen, you need to test it first, because if you install it here and it doesn't work, there is no chance that you can return it back to the seller. So that's why we need to test it first. Okay, so I connect the screen, I connect the battery. Now I'm going to turn it on. I think this is the power button. All right, the phone is turning on. All right, so it's on now. So what I'm going to do now, I will just slide like this, make sure it's working. Already, it looks like it's responding normal. All right. Okay, I think the phone is still loading stuff, so that's why it's not opening. Okay, I'm gonna just turn the light off, change it back on. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect the battery and reconnect it again and test, because it looks like it freezes. It works in the beginning, then it freezes. Alright, so it's responding. Just the phone is slow. I think when I install it, when I put everything back together, the phone should work normal. Okay, as you see, everything is working fine. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna disconnect the battery first to turn the phone off. Then we're gonna disconnect the screen cable. If it doesn't work, you can just put it back into its package and ship it back to the guy from where you bought it. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will remove the screen gently. So now here the screen already has some adhesive on it. So what I'm gonna do, I will uncover this adhesive. gently. I don't want to damage the no, it looks like this is not adhesive. It looks like this is built in with the screen. Alright, so we have to put our adhesive. Alright, since this one sticks very well, so I'm not gonna risk to remove it. I will put my new adhesive. Anyway, I have to put it, you know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put one strip here from the bottom, I mean from corner to corner, like this. Make sure the adhesive is not overlapping the edges. So that's why I'm gonna cut it from here. As you see, it's perfect with the edge. So now I'm gonna just make sure this adhesive sticks very well. Then I will use this thing, this spudger. Alright, so I'm gonna put another one from here. Alright, so I put the second one. Then I will do the same thing. I will make sure it sticks very well. Alright, another strip here on the top. Look, we have here the fingerprint, I mean the, what do you call it? The earpiece mesh, the camera hole, and the proximity sensor, and the LED light here. So we're gonna cover everything, then we're gonna cut the adhesive exactly to open these holes. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will just make sure it sticks very well. Then I will uncover the lenses. So we're gonna cut one hole here, and this is for the speaker. Then we have here the camera. Alright, so let's remove this. Okay, the earpiece and the LED light is open. Then the camera and proximity sensor. Good, make sure the proximity sensor has no adhesive covering it, because it may give you a problem later. Alright, so next it's gonna be another strip here in the bottom. Some people are using some kind of glue, so up to you if you want to use the adhesive or the glue. I don't like to use the glue, so that's why I'm using always the adhesive. For the glue, you have to, when you glue it down, you will have to wait until the glue is it dries. It may take like couple maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I will uncover this adhesive. I'm removing the red plastic which is covering it. By the way, this double sticky adhesive, you can buy it from you can buy it online. This one, it's like $3, $5. For those who are just using it to fix their own phones, you may buy the cheapest one, because you don't need all this. This one I can use it to fix like 50 phone. Alright, so I uncover the adhesive. Now everything is ready. So what I'm gonna do now, I will put the screen. So to put the screen, I will just start with this cable here. Then I will make sure that the screen is aligned perfectly with the frame. Then I will glue it down. Alright. It sticks very well. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do, I will put the motherboard back. Then I will connect the cables. This is the screen cable. Then I will put this bracket here, the camera. On top of it, I have this bracket. The bracket has small hook. It's going underneath this bracket here. Alright, so I will put the 2 screws. Then I will put this bracket back. Make sure that sometimes this has a magnet here. If you put it with the screws, you may have a screw stick in here, and this may damage something. So make sure there is no screw stick in here. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will put this one like this, and I will put the screws. We have 3 screws as I showed you in the beginning. They are silver. So I'm going to put this one here. Then we have another one here. I mark them as you see in the beginning, but it's easy to remember them if you don't mark them. Alright, so now I'm going to put the rest of the screws. Alright, so now I'm putting the rest of the screws. We have one here, another one somewhere here, another one here, alright guys, so now what I'm gonna do, I will connect the battery, then I will put this bracket, but before I put this bracket I will have to connect this tank. Let me see, it should be like this. This is the fingerprint scanner. I will connect it to. Now I will put the bracket back. Then I will put this screw here. Alright, so I connect everything. Now I'm gonna put the back. I'm just gonna clip it here. Alright, so now we're just gonna turn the phone on. We're gonna put the SIM card back. Okay, let me make sure I put it correctly, like this. Where's the SIM tray? The SIM spot is right here. Alright, so I put everything. So now let's turn the phone on. Hopefully everything is working perfect. because once you glue the phone, the screen down, and you put the phone back together, you don't like that anything happen after that. Hopefully everything is fine. We're just gonna do the final test. Huawei, Huawei, Huawei. I don't know how to spell it, but I think it's Huawei. Alright, so the phone is on now. Already, so let's test. I'm gonna go to the settings, scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down, go back to phone calls. Alright, everything looks fine. Hopefully you can also get your phone done successfully. If you get it done successfully, or if you learn something from me, please hit the thumbs up. I really need it. Also subscribe for this channel. I always download videos about how to fix phones, how to solve solution on technologies and things. And that's it. See you in next video, and have a wonderful time. Peace.